what we are going to do is we are going to do a practical demonstration where we are going to create an alarm, and once it is reaching a specific threshold value. So when I say threshold value, we are going to define the CPU threshold limit to 30%. Once it reaches to 30%, it should do two action. First is it should restart the server, and second it should send a notification to the subscribers, right? So whenever I say subscriber, I am referring to SNS, right? So the first thing is we need to first create an notification topic. Okay, so here let me write a cloud watch notification. Okay, and then we are going to create this topic. Okay, and then let me just write the description and just create the topic. Okay, so the topic is created. Now the second thing is we need to create subscription. Okay, and this would be an email subscription, so the user will be notified via email, and this is the endpoint which we have added, and click on create subscription. The first thing is created. We are going fast on this specific one because we have already covered this thing. Now it is showing that the status is under pending confirmation. We will have received one mail, and just go and click and confirm subscription, and your subscription will get confirmed. All right. Okay. So we are done with the first part, and the second thing is we need to test whether this is actually sending the message. For that, just go and publish message and just write the message that you want to publish. So I'll just write CloudWatch notification server limit reached. Okay, and this would be the message that you want to deliver. So hi team, this is to inform you that server count reached to 30%, and hence a restart is required, initiating the restart. Okay, so this is the normal message which we wrote, and then we are going to publish this message. Okay, now when you go, you can check that the message which we wrote is been published over here. Okay, so the initial thing is done. So our part with SNS is done. Now it's time to create an EC2 instance where we are actually going to perform the actions. So click on launch instance and create a new one. So this is for CloudWatch server. We are going to keep everything by default as is, and we are going to proceed without a keeper, and then we are going to create an EC2 instance. All right, once the instance is up and running, there are a few things that we need to do. That could be we need to take an SSH, and inside it we are going to install few of the things to add few traffic. Okay, so meanwhile what we need to do is we need to go back, and here we are going to search for CloudWatch. Okay, and here we are, and under this we need to go to all metrics. So there are two places from which you can create alarms. Either you can go and create from all alarms, or secondly you can go and under all metrics and create a one. So under this metric I will be going under EC2 namespace, and this namespace per instance metric we are targeting this instance ID, and from this instance ID we need to track all the changes whatever are going under that. So let me just copy the instance ID correctly, and let me go back, paste the instance ID, and here we are targeting the CPU utilization, and here we need to click on create alarm. Okay, so here you are in the create alarm section where we are going to set the alarm for the period of 1 minute. Okay, and here what sort of conditions we are applying is we want to check the CPU utilization, and it should not go further 30%. If it goes, then we are going to add further conditions. Okay, so what are the sort of notification that we are going to do? We have three sets of alarm state. First is in alarm, second is okay, and third is insufficient data. By default, once you create an alarm, the first and initial state that you would be seeing is insufficient data, because the alarm has just started and you don't have the data for it to be visible. Once it has the specific data, then the status change to okay, and once the threshold amount reaches, it will change the status to in alarm. Okay, and here we are going to select the SNS topic which we just created, and the mail will go to this specific one. Okay, and then apart from this, what action we need to do is either you can take a lambda action or either you can take an auto scaling action, but since this is an EC2 instance, we are going to take an EC2 action, and once it is reaching an in alarm status, what we need to do is we are going to reboot the instance. Okay, and then click on next. Alarm name, so let me write the alarm name as CloudWatch. Okay, and here is the markdown which you can write: cloud limit reached, restart required. So this is just for identification purpose, just for knowing why this alarm is created, and just go and click on create next. Here you can see the red bar which is defining the threshold value which we actually set while creating the alarm. Okay, so yeah, let us go at the bottom and click on create alarm. Okay, so as per the theory, what we have learned so far, the state would be insufficient data because it doesn't have the necessary information for now. Once it generated the matrix, at that time the state will change to okay. Now let us go back here, and in the institute instance, let us take the root user permission. Okay, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to install Docker and Java. Yeah, install Docker, Docker. Then I want to install Java, and then I want to install stress. Okay, let us wait for some time. Why we are doing is we just want to give some load to the CPU. That's the reason we are proceeding with this thing. Okay. Now, meanwhile, let us observe the behavior of the state. Okay. Earlier it was insufficient data. We need to wait for some time until it generates the matrix. Okay. So the next thing what we need to do here is we are going to install stress on it. Okay. So for that, we are going to run command sudo yum install -y stress. Okay, stress is installed. We need to wait for some time for the state to be okay. Okay. All right, the state is okay, meaning that it is generating the logs, and we are good to start with the practical demonstration. Okay, right now, if I show you the mail, there are only two mails which we received so far. First was for the subscription for the SNS topic, and second for the demo message which we published through SNS. Okay, and that is the subscriber which would be receiving the mail after the stress is initiated. Okay, let me go back, and here we are actually going to perform stress operation. Okay, so what this command does is stress hyphen hyphen for CPU and timer to be set is 60 seconds. So it is going to utilize four threads of CPU and will and the time for the time frame that we have decided here is for 60 seconds. Okay, so for 1 minute it is going to perform a load on the CPU. Okay, what we need to do is in the alarm section just go and keep refreshing it. Okay, once it reaches the threshold value, then and then only it will do one restart and publish a message to the subscribers. Okay, yeah. So let us wait for some time. And as you can see, the CPU utilization has started to increase. Okay, we just need to wait for some more time for it to reach the threshold value. Let us set the threshold value to 180 seconds. Right now it's 50%. All right, now you can see it has crossed the bar. Okay, and as you can see over here, the CPU utilization is greater than 30%. Okay, and one data points within 1 minute. Now, what action should have been done at the background is it should have restarted the EC2 instance, and second is we should have received one mail that the EC2 instance restart has been initiated. Okay, now when I go back, you can see here we received one mail from the specific region, and it is showing us the detail that the alarm was changed. Okay, the and it has reached the threshold limit. Okay, and the metric name was CPU utilization, and that's why what we need to do is we are going to restart the server. Okay, now this thing has been done, and when you go back to alarm it will change the status to in alarm, right? And now the thing is when you go over here and check, the instance have been restarted and will be up and running, right? So it will take some time to restart, however it will definitely do the action, right? So that was all about this specific demonstration where we actually saw the CloudWatch taking action, taking care of the things without we actually need to interfering in between. This is a good monitoring tool which is actually telling us how it has reached the threshold limit. Okay, now let us go back and make everything by default as is. So the first thing first that we need to delete is we are going to select this alarm and go to action, click on delete. So alarm is deleted, and the second thing which we have created was we created a SNS topic. So we need to delete that topic as well. So go over here, go to topics, and let us delete this topic as well. All right, so the topic is also now deleted, and the final thing which is now pending is it is showing that the system is power up now because it actually reached that specific threshold value, right? And now it's time to just terminate the instance. And when I just refresh this specific machine, I just go and terminate the instance, okay? Because the restart already completed and the instance is also terminated. All right. So yeah, that was all about the specific demonstration, and see you in the next one.